Hey guys, welcome back. Houston Math Prep here. In this video, we're going to introduce the idea of graphing quadratic functions. So the graph of a quadratic function is called a parabola, and it is related to one of our library functions, y equals x squared, which we know the graph of. Now there are three forms of the equation of a quadratic that we can graph from. In each of them, we're going to be concerned with finding three things. One of them, we're going to be concerned with finding the vertex. One of the things we're going to want is the vertex. The vertex is our point that goes through the center where our parabola turns around. We're typically going to use the terms hk for that point. So our vertex is this point right here, h, k. The other thing we're going to be interested in is the direction of opening. And for that, we have two options. We have up or we have down. So we're going to be interested in, does our quadratic open up or does it open down? How do we tell? And then the third thing that we're going to be interested in is the axis of symmetry. So we're going to use the idea that we know parabolas and quadratic functions have symmetry through their vertex. So the vertex tells us about our axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry cuts through like that, and so that is going to be the line x equals h, referencing that x value from our vertex. All right, so let's take a look at these three forms and see what we can see in each of them. So vertex form is actually one of our easiest forms to graph from because everything is very easily visible. So in vertex form, we have a times x minus h squared plus k. So we can pretty quickly and easily see our our vertex h, k. Notice, just like with transformations, it's opposite on the inside. So even though it says minus h, that gives us an x value of h. And then plus k, it's on the outside, so it's exactly what it looks like. That gives us k as our y value. And then A is going to tell us our direction of opening. So if A is positive, then we're going to open up. If A is negative, then we've had a vertical reflection and we're going to open down. So from vertex form, we can see everything we need. It's pretty quick and easy. From standard form, A is going to tell us the same thing. So our coefficient of x squared is still going to be the same information. If A is positive, we're going to open up. If A is negative, we're going to open down. But we have to do a little bit more work to get our vertex. We have two options here. We can use the skill of completing the square to turn standard form into vertex form, or we can use the definition that x equals negative b over 2a will give you your h coordinate, your x value of your vertex. So negative b, taking the coefficient here of x, negative b over 2a, that will give you h. Plugging that back in will give you k. And then finally, factored form. Factored form, you can still see your same A. If it's positive, you're going to be opening up. If it's negative, you're going to be opening down. X minus p and x minus q, these are telling you your two x-intercepts. And what we're going to find is that the midpoint between p and q, so if we take p plus q and divide that in half, that is going to give us the h value of our vertex. And so the h value there, we can plug that back in to find k. Alright guys, so there's a quick overview of all three forms. Look out for future videos with examples of graphing from each and every form. Until then, we'll catch you next time.